Ten Hag has called United players back at Carrington to resume training, and obviously there are players that are really going to go onto what we call a promotional campaign of United in India. They've been picked out. Then Declan Rice has some enticing word he has really said about a man who goes by the names of Marcus Rashford. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys? And where are you watching us from? Rock and David is my name. Smash the like button, comment and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, lower right bottom corner, that's the place to be. Smash the subscription button by smashing it, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified each and every time I upload the video onto this channel. World Cup update right now. France has just scored a second goal to get back into the lead after it scored in the 63rd minute, and then Denmark pulled one back through a very well brought in corner by Christian Eriksen, but now the game is 2-1 in favor of France. But the good news is that Rafael Varane has played 73 minutes in this game of football, and they've taken him off and brought on Konate, and they've taken him off for precaution because he's returning in from injury. He last played a game of football when United was playing a team which was by the names of Chelsea, you know that very well, and he played 58 minutes, got off the field of play, and he even cried because he thought that maybe his World Cup playing hopes were over. But obviously they are rejuvenated, and he was included into the 26-man squad of France. So the other player of United that's played today is Eriksen. He's trying to craft out something for Denmark to either really register a point, because they are having 1 point. But Australia, the team they are playing last, has gone ahead to beat Tunisia, and they are having 1 point, meaning that whoever wins between Denmark and Australia goes through to the round of 16. So that's what is happening down in Qatar with the World Cup updates. But later, Manchester United is butcher. That is Lisandro Martinez is starting the game of Argentina, where they're going to play Mexico, a very high contested game. Argentina lost its first game that opened up to Saudi Arabia by 2-1, and today Poland has gone ahead to beat to beat Saudi Arabia by 2-0. And obviously Lewandowski has been on the score sheet today. Now let's get into what United is all about, because I had to come out and really brief you on what United players are all about at the World Cup. Now, we've been told by Votable coming in from the Netherlands that Erik ten Hag has made it clear to non-World Cup players that they're expected back at Carrington soon, where they will train for just over a week before heading off on their tour of friendlies, which kicks off with a week-long training camp in Andalusia. That is it. So, who are those players that are really going to return to Carrington soon, as ordered by Erik ten Hag? 1, David De Gea is expected to return soon because he's not being used in the World Cup. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. We are having another player in the names of Sancho, expected to return. Remember, he was given advice by Erik ten Hag to go down in the Netherlands to train from there, to see to it that he really finds his best form. The other player is Donny van de Beek. You know him very well. He stayed. He was not even in the World Cup squad of Netherlands. The other player that is really needed by Erik ten Hag to report immediately is Victor Lindelof. Remember, Victor Lindelof is really that kind of player whose team never qualified for the World Cup. The other is Scott McTominay, is also expected to return, and the other players that are really doing great, like that, Alejandro Garnacho, those from the academies, and Igbo, and very many others that are really expected to return. But for players like Antoine Martial, he kept reporting to Carrington, doing some gym work, and obviously training with other coaches at Old Trafford. That's why you saw a story coming out that there was a bust-up in between him and an academy player of Manchester United who went in to foul him during the training, yet he's returning from injury. And you understand why a player like Antoine Martial could fume and really lose his cool on such a foul put on him by a young talent of United, because he has gone through a lot. He's just recovered this season. He has only played, I think that game of Fulham, that's where he played very many minutes. He played close to 78 minutes, but the rest of the games he played he started the game of Everton and played 29 minutes, and he got off because of the back injury. Now, as he restabilizes to find himself back into playing shape after scoring against Aston Villa in the Carabao Cup and playing a very crucial role into that goal that we scored in the first goal scored against Fulham. When a player from the academy goes hard on him in training and fouls him like that, obviously it sends another ugly message that obviously we shouldn't really neglect. And I saw many people saying that Martial, however much he apologized, but obviously he had the right. The guy has been having a very bad injury spell. Why do you expect him not to go hard on a player from the academy who wants to go out and really do the needful? But these are preparations for the game that we're going to play in the Carabao Cup 3 days after the World Cup has ended, because we are playing Burnley at Old Trafford, and it's really going to be a very hard and difficult game for United, because when you're playing a team like Burnley, that for them in the Championship, by the time you're going to play the first game, ever since the World Cup stopped, they'll have played close to 3 games, meaning that they're going to be fresh. However much United is going to be playing some 2 or 3 friendlies down in Cadiz in Spain, we need proper preparations, and that's why Ten Hag really wants them back. I think they've rested for is it now 2 weeks now? The league ended on the 13th, on the 13th of November. Today, I think he's giving them close to 3 weeks of rest. So they are returning to prepare for that game of Burnley, and later on the 27th, on the weekend of December, we will be hosting Nottingham Forest at Old Trafford. And remember, we haven't gotten any team that has a United player out. I think Tunisia is going to be the first team to get out that has a United player. But Hannibal doesn't play for Manchester United. He plays for Birmingham, meaning that doesn't help us. You get? He's just going to return to go on and play for for Birmingham. The other player that plays, whose team looks like is going to get out, I believe Ericsson won't get out right now. I think they're going to beat Australia. After beating Australia, Ericsson will find himself into the round of 16. Maybe in the round of 16 or quarterfinal, that's when he'll be out, meaning that if he's given 7 days to rest, when the quarterfinals are going to be played, the round of 16 and quarterfinals are going to be played in the first week of December, that means the 7 days of rest he will get, he will be at Manchester United. That means in the game we are going to be playing against Burnley, he's really going to be there. My worry is on the players of Portugal, Bruno Fernandes and Diego Dello. My other worry is on a player who goes by the names of Casemiro, Freddy and Anthony. Those 5 players, and Rafael Varane for France. So let's wait and see what's going to be happening for those players. But obviously Ten Hag wants them to return within a week's time from now at Carrington to go on and really resume training, because even Erik Ten Hag has been on holiday. He has not been around. Obviously, we expect new tactics and obviously a new fight from these players. Now, let's go to Marcus Agrigelo, sports editor, The Times of India. He has gone ahead to let us know that David De Gea, Anthony Elanga, and Donny van de Beek will be in Goa, India, on December 1st to celebrate the launch of the 3rd edition of the Manchester United-backed United We Play program for young footballers in the country. These are programs that keep widening the support scope of United all over the world. When you look at a team like Manchester United, it's one of the most supported teams in Asia. And for your information, India is in Asia, and India has close to 1.2 billion people. United has lots of projects going down in India. Reason being, they are really a team that wants to capture lots of things there. Now, these stars, David De Gea, Anthony Elanga, and Donny van de Beek, will drop down there to go on and really do this program. And obviously, these players going there continues to put United into a better position to continue recruiting young stars and obviously giving them a dream to go on and do the needful. Last time I saw even Wes Brown sent that side by the Manchester United hierarchy to go on and really get everything done and dusted in India. But obviously, he did the needful, and now it's going to be David De Gea and Anthony Elanga plus Donny van de Beek going to do the best for Manchester United. So I really like that. it improves onto the relationships between the club and the community. Because when David De Gea goes there, he will get close to these players and obviously inspire players. That's the most important thing and bit of it. They inspire players to come out and really do the needful and make them know that everything is possible. And you never know that maybe United will be meeting some young kids in the field that can excite them and they can refer them to the hierarchy to go on and recruit them in the club. You remember Dong Fangzhou coming in from China, who only made his debut for the senior team and played just some minutes and never really appeared because he failed to go on and impress. But obviously, United has been doing that, scouting players from different countries of Asia, because they know how Asia is heavily and densely populated with people who are really wanting to support football. And especially United gained a lot of support when they're really having Park Jin-sung. Remember that guy very well. He was really great and he played a very huge role into that United side that really went ahead to win like 5 Premier League trophies under Sir Alex Ferguson. Played three Champions League finales and won one. 2008 won, 2009 Barcelona beat us, and obviously in 2011 United reached the Champions League finale and we are beaten by Barcelona by 3-1. So Park Jin-sung was really fundamental and he really built a very fan base of United down in Asia because of him being a player at Manchester United. So I believe they are building on that. They know what they are doing and obviously they want to see these footballers backing up the program known as United We Play program. So that is a program that was launched by Manchester United down in Asia, in India, and obviously it has really gone ahead to be embraced by these young players of United that are really going to go down there to do the needful. Now, lastly, let's talk about Declan Rice. Yesterday, Rashford came on and played like 10 minutes as England drew with the team which goes by the names of USA, a game that Southgate really got very many things wrong. How do you get on Rashford to play on the right? However much he came on in the game of Iran and played off the right and really scored a goal, then how do you put him off the right when you know that he's a threat when he's playing off the left, and you let Jack Grealish come on through to do that game of football, yet you're having Phil Foden on your bench and you couldn't really bring him on the field of play. So very many mistakes were made, but Declan Rice, who is really one of the decent CDMs I'm seeing in the English national team, has come out and said the following on Marcus Rashford. He said, if I was to say like skills, Rashi does some mad stuff with the ball. He does it like slow motion and it just looks so good. So Declan Rice is really one of those players that has gone ahead to hail Marcus Rashford as far as his skill set is concerned. But I've always told people that there is no difference between Kylian Mbappe and Marcus Rashford. Whatever Mbappe does, Rashford can do it. But what Mbappe had more than Rashford is simple. Mbappe has been improved a lot. And he has been working with managers who have shown us they can go ahead and really improve players. Like he worked with Pochettino. He's now working with this Gatla. He worked with Thomas Tuchel. And there's a certain manager that really signed him from, I think, Ancelotti. He worked with even Ancelotti. So he has been working with one of the best managers in the world, some of the best managers in the world as far as improving players are concerned. But for Rashford, after Louis van Gaal, I believe no manager came out and improved Rashford. I don't believe Mourinho improved any player at Manchester United. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer didn't. He just continued to play him when he was injured. Then the other manager that came in through Ole Gunnar Solskjaer didn't at all. Ralf Rangnick came in through, Rashford was totally off. And now, Erik ten Hag has come on and improved him, and you see to it that he's giving you those glimpses of what Rashford can be and how a threat can be. To an extent that this season, he has gone ahead to score, are they 8 goals? Let me even check, I want to be exact. Because he has gone ahead to score some goals into what we call the Premier League, and is the top scorer of Manchester United this season with let me see where the stats. At the World Cup has 1 goal. In the UEFA Europa League, I think he has like 2 goals. Then let me go to Manchester United. In the Premier League, he has 4 goals with 2 assists, 6 goal involvements. In the EFL Cup, he has 1 goal. Those are 5 goals. In the UEFA Europa League, he has 3. Those are 8, meaning that Rashford has 8 goals into his season. When you add on the goal he has scored in the World Cup, obviously those are 9 goals this season for Marcus Rashford. I believe he's going to turn into a better and better player. So I believe he's right. Declan Rice is right. And I believe with Erik ten Hag, he's really going to be that player that everyone really wants to go on and buy, though he's really going to win his contract at Manchester United. Thank you guys for watching in through. Tell me what you think about Ten Hag calls United players back. Anthony Elanga, Gea Van Beek, and David De Gea flying to London to go on and endorse the project, the program of United that is charitable down in India. What are your thoughts on that? And Declan Rice coming out and hailing Marcus Rashford. All that into the comment section below. Final result: France 2, Denmark 1. Eriksen played 90 minutes. Rafael Varane played 73 minutes. He was not taken off because he was injured, but it was a precaution because he is coming in from the injury and you couldn't put him to play 90 minutes. That is Rafael Varane for you, getting a win for France. France now has 6 points from 2 games, and obviously Eriksen's side will need to beat Australia to qualify through to the round of 16. I sign out for now. See you later. I hand you over to the Almighty Lord to watch you upon. I'm out.